New DIGS, a radio play by Betsy Hanson.
Hey, Mom, can you give me a hand? We're going to finish packing these books and then we are off to Meadowlark Manor.
Coming! Just a man who wants to be free.
Whoa, Mom, look at you, all gussied up.
I found this dress in the back of the closet.
And you're wearing lipstick? Eyeliner?
Nothing wrong with looking my best while I pack books.
Wait, I get it. You want to make a good impression on your new friends at Meadowlark Manor.
Oh.
Mom, is that it or am I missing something?
The books are the hardest. I just can't give them away. And thank you for keeping these for me in that storage area in your basement, Jeffy. That is just the nicest basement remodel I've ever seen. A bedroom, a bathroom, even a little corner with a fridge and a microwave.
Yeah, Cassie's going to rent it out on Airbnb. Make some money for Nestor's college fund.
You need extra money, don't you, sweetie? Since you lost your job.
I didn't lose it, Mom. I was let go. You rise too high in a company, they want you to go out and find another place that can use your skills.
Your father would have worried about you. He never lost a job in his life.
Let go, Mom. Not lost. He was never let go because he was fine to stay in the same old rut. No ambition at all. Okay, Mom. I'll load these boxes in the car and off we go to Meadowlark. A new life, like going off to college.
Oh, honey, you can just take the books and head on home. Someone else is picking me up.
What? Who? Genevieve?
No, dear. I have other friends who drive me places.
Wait. Not that guy who gives you a ride to church.
As a matter of fact, yes, Dravis. Now off you go to enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Travis, Draper, Mom, listen. We don't need that guy's help. You know, I've never liked him much.
Why ever not? He's a churchgoer.
That long ponytail and that baseball cap with peace and love on the brim.
I like peace and love.
And the way he cackles when he laughs.
Laughter is the best medicine.
And that old beater he drives. I've never felt good about you riding around in that car.
Surely you do not judge a man by his car.
Well, as a matter of fact, I do. Dad was always so careful about his cars, waxed and shiny and in perfect repair. He always said, "You know a man by how he treats his car."
You should be grateful, Jeffy. Since I don't drive anymore, Dravis is always saying, "Remy, I'll be your chauffeur."
Now I get it. You're all dressed up for Dravis Draper.
Come in.
I'm a-rolling along with my hand truck. I'm a-rolling along and singing a song with my hand truck. Hey there, Franny, looking good. Ready to rock and roll? Franny, I told you your name. That's how I like to play this game.
Dravis, I told you your name. That's how I like to play this game.
That's the way. Madame, the Peace Mobile is at your service.
Peace Mobile?
Oh, man, I didn't see you.
Jeffrey, I told you your name.
That's how we like to play this game.
Okay, cut this out.
It is so kind of Dravis to drive me to my new digs, as he calls it.
And I thought my hand truck might come in handy.
Well, thanks, but I'm driving my mother to Meadowlark Manor.
Whoa, wait a secundo, por favor. What's this about Meadowlark Manor? Oh, didn't Franny tell you?
Tell me what?
Oh, Jeffy, I meant to bring it up, but as we were so busy packing, I guess it slipped my mind. I'm not moving into Meadowlark Manor.
What?
Oh, man, we both know she's too young for one of those places.
Mom, you've waited for more than a year for an apartment in Meadowlark. You agreed it was best to sell your house and move. Meadowlark's going to be your new digs.
Dravis said it would only drag me down to be with old people all the time. That's why I'm moving in with him.
What?
You see, Jeffster, I got this back bedroom that's going to waste. Nice and quiet. Can't even hear my band practicing in the basement.
Jeffy, Dravis is in a band, and he even writes songs. I told him you played the bass guitar when you were in 8th grade.
Dude, sometimes my bass player doesn't show up. You could totally sit in.
I can't believe this. Without even asking me what I might think about this. There is no way my mother is moving in anywhere but Meadowlark Manor. Get that? Both of you?
Dude, I only want to help her out. Do the math, Franny, I said.
Run those numbers. Turns out living with Dravis will cost so much less than Meadowlark. I'll turn over my Social Security check to him for rent and utilities and food. I can use my savings to enjoy myself.
For fun stuff.
Oh, and what fun stuff would that be? Weekly trips to the pot shop, I'll bet.
Road
trips.
Road trips? In that old Peacemobile?
Dude, we can always take my motorcycle, almost brand new.
Dravis, Dravis, give me your answer due. La, 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 on a motorcycle built for two.
Motorcycle? Oh, Mom, you know as well as I do what Dad would think about all this. I have to speak for him, too.
Jeffy, Dad is dead. Driving around in his shiny car with an angel in the passenger seat.
Dravis, I must ask you to leave. You didn't think, for one darn segundo, that I might not be real groovy with my mother moving in with an aging hippie with a beat-up car and probably a little pot farm in the backyard?
Jeffrey Gillespie, where are your manners?
Whoa, chill out there, man. Deep breaths. Okay, I'll let you two work this out. You know how to get a hold of me. Hasta la vista, Franny.
After the visa to you too, Dravis.
I'm rolling along with my hand truck on.
Jeffy, I had no idea this would make you so mad.
Mom, listen up. You are not moving in with him. For Dad and for me, I say no. So, we load up these books, we get in my car, I drive you to Meadowlark, you will get adjusted and you will love it. Your friend Genevieve is down the hall. All those activities, Wii bowling, line dancing, yoga.
But Jeffy, I can't move into Meadowlark Manor. I called and canceled everything when Dravis and I agreed about my new digs. They said they would send some papers to sign.
What the? Mom, Meadowlark won't refund a deposit if you bail. That's $20,000 down the drain. Half a year's college tuition. And the wait list is so long. Oh, I tried so hard to figure everything out for you. I told Dad I'd take care of you.
All right. I'll do as you say. No moving in with Dravis. But, Jeffy, where will I go?
Oh, wow. I guess we'll have to find you another apartment. And the Seattle rental market is so crazy.
I know the perfect place, and it's cheap.
Wait, you can take Genevieve's extra bedroom at Meadowlark? Or maybe someone else in your church has an apartment.
No, you tease. I can move into your basement.
Oh, whoa, Mom, I mean, you're welcome to stay while we look for something else for you, but on a permanent basis. We still have a teenager at home. Nestor plays loud music and throws his stuff around the house.
Sweetie, you and Cassie can have my Social Security check, and I can roll up my sleeves and work in your backyard. Dad's up there looking down at you, Jeffy, driving his shiny car and saying, "You know a man by how he treats his mother."
Okay. Mom, okay. I'm taking these boxes out to the car. Oh, man, what am I going to tell Cassie? The mother-in-law thing.
Sweetie, I'll call the movers and I'll tell them to deliver my furniture to your basement. I hope Dravis won't be too disappointed about the change of plans. I'll have to tell him where to pick me up for church. Not here. Not at Meadowlark Manor. At my new digs.
Hey, Cassie.
Hi, honey.
Oh, you're making my favorite carrot soup?
How long is your mom staying?
Let me help you. All those carrots to peel.
Her apartment at Meadowlark isn't ready? That's why the movers brought her furniture over here?
A good idea to make a double recipe. We can put half of it in the freezer, eh?
Listen, I don't mind storing her books, but there's no room for her furniture.
Cass, you've always been such a great household manager, saving us lots of money by cooking from scratch.
Meadowlark was supposed to be ready for her to move in. What happened?
You've been teaching Nestor how to cook, too. You know, not all moms do that.
Enough, Jeff. Answer a simple question. How long is she staying?
Hey, Grammy's moving in.
Just a few weeks, Nesty, until her apartment in the retirement community is ready.
She told me the basement is her new digs. Ha! My Grammy is so cool. New digs.
Honey, she must mean the basement is her temporary new digs. She's got a place at Meadowlark Manor.
She said she canceled that place. Okay by me. She'll make cookies for me. And she said I can play games on the big TV in the basement.
Nesty, your father and I have something to discuss. You walk with Grammy down to the coffee place and get her a latte.
Something about Grammy?
Anything you need to know about Grammy, son, we'll let you know right away. You can treat Grammy with this $10.
You never tell me anything. You act like I'm a kid or something.
As a matter of fact, you are a kid.
Nesty, off you go. Have fun with Grammy.
Okay. And I'm not a kid.
Okay, Jeff. What's this about Francis and Meadowlark? Spill.
Well, it's complicated. You see, Meadowlark fell through.
But you signed all those papers, and we sent in that deposit.
Long story short, she decided to move into the basement.
She decided? You didn't even ask me.
She didn't exactly ask me either, but, honey, she's going to give us her Social Security check. We both know how close to the edge we are, and she said she'd work on the backyard. Isn't this a thing anyway? Intergenerational living or something?
I don't believe this.
Someday, when we're old, we might need to move in with Nestor. You know, do unto others
My mother-in-law decided to move into our basement, and no one even asked me?
Whoa, let me chop those onions. They always make you cry, don't they?
This is a nice way to get to know each other better, isn't it? Lots of girl talk while we fold the laundry. You know, I never use the dryer. I always like to hang everything outside on the clothesline. Don't you love the smell of sheets dried in the sun? Cassie, Jeffrey could set up a clothesline for you. You have plenty of room in the backyard.
Mom, I don't want a clothesline. This dryer is one of my best friends.
Well, it is your choice, of course. Oh dear, Jeffrey's white t-shirts, little stains on all of them. Once you put them in the wash without stain remover, it's all over, dear. You'll never get the stains out.
Didn't think it was that important, since he wears them under his shirts.
Well, I'm sure he'd appreciate the little touches. Pure white t-shirts. Now, where is your ironing board?
I don't have an ironing board or an iron.
Well, then how do you iron the t-shirts and boxer shorts?
I don't iron t-shirts and boxers.
Oh, but what about Jeffrey's work shirts? You want your husband to look his best now that he's doing all the job interviews.
He takes them to the dry cleaners.
You pay for the dry cleaners to do cotton shirts? It's none of my business, dear, but that would be a way to save money, wouldn't it? Since Jeffrey lost his job, you must be trying to cut back.
The dry cleaner is my other best friend.
Cassie, dear, I always iron Lloyd's shirts. I used to think it may look like I'm ironing 10 shirts on a hot afternoon with sweat dripping down my face, when I could be sitting in the screen porch, drinking iced tea and reading a book. But in fact, I'm showing love. Ironing shirts is showing love.
Mom, if you want to buy an ironing board and iron t-shirts and underwear, you can be my guest. And you can iron Jeff's shirts too, but I am not doing either.
Oh dear, did I say something to annoy you? I always tell my friends my one goal in life is to be a good mother-in-law, not one of those interfering types you see on the sitcoms.
I'm taking these sheets upstairs and getting on with my day. Would you please put Nestor's clothes on his bed?
He'll be happy to have a stack of clean clothes, even if the t-shirts are a bit wrinkled. But what about the sheets, dear? I always iron my sheets.
Cassie, if she wants to iron t-shirts and boxers, let her. It'll keep her busy and make her feel useful.
Jeff, you're supposed to say, I'm sorry she told you to iron boxer shorts, and I'll speak to her about it.
Okay. I'll talk to her. But honey, she's figuring out where she fits. She wants to be helpful.
I'm not used to having someone in the house all day, Jeff.
I know. Look, after a while, she'll find places to go. One of those senior centers, or church meetings, or something. Oh, didn't tell you. Dravis is coming over to help with the backyard.
I thought you didn't like that guy.
Well, I'm not a big fan. But I guess he's harmless enough. And if he can help Mom with the yard, 2 birds and all that, keeps her busy and out of your way, and he can do the heavy work.
Really can't see Mom hauling bags of compost.
But tell him no clotheslines, okay?
Sure. No clotheslines.
Dingo, how's about you carry this last gnome over there to that corner of the yard and we'll be done.
Okay, dude.
Dingo! Such a cute new name. Remember that book on Australian animals that I got you for your 5th birthday?
I still have it, Grammy. Wombats, potoroos, platypus duckbills.
Any gnomes in the outback? Maybe not, but there's some outback of your place.
Oh, Travis, you card. And just the most darling idea. Garden gnomes, 10 altogether. And they're so big. Usually the ones you see are teeny tiny. You just stick them in a flower bed.
Yep, 5 feet tall as a Mondo gnome.
And now they all have a home. A gnome home.
Aw, Franny, you're a wit. Yes, you are.
This is the last one. Where do you want me to put it?
How about over by the roadie? Dingo, you are such a big help. Isn't he, Travis?
Yep, using them young muscles to haul gnomes.
Jeffy, I thought you had an interview today.
It was canceled. Mom, what have you done to the backyard?
Pretty groovy, huh, Dad?
Your dingo here got some good muscles on him. Hauled those gnomes like a boss.
Dingo? My son is named Nestor, if you don't mind.
No, it's not. I'm changing my name.
Travis suggested Dingo. Isn't that just perfect, Jeffy? Remember that book I gave him about Australian animals?
Dude, Dingo here just couldn't hang with his name anymore. You gotta admit, Nestor isn't gonna pull in the ladies.
Since when does a 14-year-old have to pull in the ladies?
Don't treat me like a kid, Dad. I'm old enough to change my name.
In fact, you're not old enough. It's a legal thing, Nestor.
Dingo, Dad. It's Dingo.
That's enough. We'll talk about this later. Now, what's with all these things in the yard?
Travis and I thought Cassie would like them. She likes statues. All those little owls on her kitchen windowsill.
Jeff, my man, my buddy had a mix-up on the gnome order from China. 15 inches tall got lost in translation, and they made them 5 feet.
His friend gave him a good price.
We got all 10 for $1,600.
What? $1,600 for gnomes? And whose $1,600 might that be?
Travis paid for them.
It was nothing. After Franny decided to move in with you, thought I'd give y'all a little housewarming present. Or should I say a yard-warming present?
No one else has a gnome yard. Maybe we can charge admission to see it.
Oh, sweetheart, what a nice idea, but I don't think your mother would want strangers tramping around.
Well, I'll be on my way. Got to take the truck back to the gnome yard.
Now you tell your friend he can come by any time and see the gnome home.
Travis, can I go with you, dude?
No way. You're not riding around in that old pickup.
Aw, come on, Dad.
I'll give Dingo a ride home in the Peacemobile. Parked it at the gnome yard.
The Peacemobile is not an improvement on that truck, Travis. The answer is no, Nestor.
Dingo. Dingo.
Whatever your name is, you're not going anywhere except inside to clean up.
Fine, then. I'm not a kid. I'm not a kid.
See you later, alligators.
After a while, with a smile. Now, Jeffy, I know you and Cassie are going to sit down and write a thank you note to Travis. He was so kind to help me with the yard and pay for all the gnomes.
A thank you note? Oh, wait until Cassie sees this.
I know, sweetie. She's going to be pleased as punch. Something to enjoy while she looks out the kitchen window.
And by the way, that's about enough from Travis Draper.
Why? He and Nestor, Dingo, get along so well. And he helped me so much with the yard and got us the gnomes. Oh, sweetie. I wanted to ask you something about Cassie.
What about her?
Well, you know how I always pick up on people's vibes, as Dravis would say? When we were folding laundry today, Cassie was so, well, uptight. That's it. That's what Dravis would call it.
Mom, give her a break. Big changes around here.
I know. You lost your job, and she's only working part-time at that doctor's office, so that's enough to make anyone uptight.
Not sure that's the complete story, Mom.
Not to pry, sweetie, but do you still have a mortgage?
Well, yes.
See, it's a stroke of luck that Meadowlark canceled, so my Social Security can help pay for your mortgage.
Mom, Meadowlark didn't cancel. You did.
6 of one, half a dozen of another. Now, are you going to help me plant these petunias around the gnomes? Won't that look pretty?
Jeff, I don't care how you do it. Just make them go away.
Honey, there are 10 of them, and 5 feet of gnome is a heavy gnome.
If Dravis can bring them in, he can take them out.
Hey guys. Pretty groovy, huh, Mom? The only people in town with a gnome yard? I helped Dravis get them off the truck.
Nesty, you didn't hurt yourself, did you? Moving these gnomes?
That's not my name.
Nesty? Did you hurt your back?
That's not my name.
Stop mumbling, honey. Did you pull a muscle or anything?
You heard your mother, Nestor.
That's not my name, Dad. It's Dingo. That's my name, Mom. Dingo. I've changed it.
What? But Nestor is a perfectly lovely name.
That's what you think. How would you like to be called Nestor the Fester?
But Dingo? A wild dog?
Dravis chose it. He's cool.
Ha! Of course. Right out of the hippie playbook.
We all thought you'd like the gnomes, Mom. Dravis and Grammy and me.
They were thinking of those little owl collections you have.
But those are tiny. Where's Francis?
She's in the kitchen.
I'm going to get the phone number of Dravis Draper and tell him the gnomes have to go.
No one else has big gnomes, Mom. Maybe we'll be famous or something. You could charge admission and pay for my college tuition.
I don't believe this. I thought she was going to plant shrubs and flowers, but gnomes, without even asking me.
Mom, what are you doing to my kitchen?
I was going to make some cookies for Dingo.
His name is Nestor. Nestor.
And when I opened the pantry, it was such a mess. I thought I'll just take everything out.
I have a system for the pantry, you know.
You do? Never mind. I am happy to help. And look, I've rearranged your Tupperware cupboard. Why would anyone keep all those extra lids? I threw them out.
Next time, how about asking me before you start cleaning my house?
Oh, I thought you'd be pleased. You know, I never want to meddle.
Speaking of meddling, what's with the gnomes?
Those gnomes. Jeffrey said the backyard was all mine to do whatever I wanted. And if I may say so, it was a bit of a mess.
We thought you were going to plant flowers or shrubs or something, not stick huge gnomes all over the place. And you know, I'd rather not have that Dravis Draper hanging around. He's a bad influence on Nestor.
You mean Dingo? Isn't that the cutest name? Remember when I gave him that book on Australian animals when he was 5? I never did understand where you came up with Nestor, dear.
So I should have called him Kyle or Joshua or Jason or whatever other name 100 boys his age have. Just wait until he's a Nestor Boswell Gillespie CEO. Instant respect because he has an elegant name.
I remember when Jeffrey was the age of Dingo.
Nestor?
He grew his hair long and Lloyd about had a fit. But I stood up for my son. I said, Lloyd, What's a lot of hair matter if he's a straight-A student? I don't mean to butt in, but if you ask me,
Which I didn't.
let him be Dingo for a while. He's growing up and has a right to some choices. Look, your pantry is all tidy now. A place for everything and everything in its place.
Okay, Mom. And what about the gnomes and Dravis?
Did Jeffrey tell you? That leaky pipe in the basement? Dravis fixed it. Dude of all trades. That's what he calls himself. And Dravis fixed the bathroom fan, too. Cassie, honey, just think of how much money he saved you. I invited him over for dinner tonight as a thank you.
Oh, I don't believe this. Okay, but I'm telling him to take away the gnomes.
I wonder if he'll like that Jell-O salad I made. Now, isn't this just so much fun? All of us around the table. Dravis, too. We want to thank you, Dravis, for all you've done to help the family this week.
I do appreciate the plumbing work, and fixing the bathroom fan never was too handy with repairs.
Dude, no worries. Hey, next time you can totally help out and we'll show you what to do.
Jeffy, isn't that just the nicest offer?
Speaking of working around the house, Dravis, I wanted to talk to you about the yard.
Dad, can I get a drum kit?
A drum kit?
Dude, I brought over my snare yesterday while y'all were out and let him give it a try. He's got chops.
Dingo can play drums in the marching band when he gets to high school.
No way! I'm not playing in some idiot marching band. I'm gonna start a band and go on the road. Professional drummer.
All well and good for a hobby, son, but you can't make a career out of playing drums.
Whoa, my buddy Riverchild, he's been on the road for 40 years. Never did anything but play the drums. Does those casino gigs now. Invested in a pot farm and now he's rolling in dough.
See?
Well, isn't that a lovely story?
Dravis, you go ahead and eat the last of the Jell-O. I guess it hit your spot.
Jeffrey, my man, your mother is psychic. How else would she know that this is just what my mom used to make? Red Jell-O with bananas and marshmallows.
Mom, Grammy should teach you how to make good food.
What do you mean? You and Dad haven't exactly choked on the meals I've made for you nearly every day for years.
Son, I think you need to clarify.
Jell-O. You never make Jell-O.
I'm happy to share my recipes, Cassie.
No, thank you.
Well, now on to a different topic. Mom, I could hear you and your grandson, singing a song down in the basement this afternoon. Want to perform?
Well, the one I wrote?
Yes.
Oh, I'll count us off. 1, 2, 3.
I'm a man who wants to be free.
That's why the open road's for me.
I just set out when I feel it's time.
And I don't care if I earn a dime.
'Cause I'm a man who wants to be free.
Bravo!
That's a really cool song, Dravis.
Ah, thanks. It's my Holland Gnomes song.
Dravis is so talented.
Well, no offense to Dravis as a songwriter, but I'm not wild about the message.
What's wrong with it? I'm a man who wants to be free.
Son, I'm afraid you don't know the first thing about being free, and that bit about not earning a dime.
Oh, honey, it's just a song. And you know, Dravis says he's not materialistic, so he doesn't focus on money.
Except when it comes to buying motorcycles and huge gnomes.
Whoa, well, just a song, like Franny said.
I'm gonna write songs, really good ones.
I'm sure anything you write will be wonderful, dear.
And I'm going out on the road as soon as I'm out of stupid high school.
Well, there's a young man with a plan.
Wait, you know what? I'm just not real into all the plans that are going on around here. First, no one tells me Francis is moving in. Next, I'm supposed to iron boxer shorts. Then Dravis brings in a truckload of giant gnomes. My pantry shelves in my kitchen that have always served me just fine are suddenly declared a mess. And now my child is called a wild dog and is encouraged to bang drums in a smoky casino and sing about going on the road and not earning a dime. I've had it. I am out of here.
Cassie, honey, it's okay. We can work this out.
Oh dear, she is having a bad day.
Never mind about that song, Dad. We won't sing it anymore.
My bad, man. My bad.
Where did Mom go?
Not far. To the backyard. I can see her from the kitchen window.
There she is, crouching down by the gnomes. She thinks they're groovy, after all.
If you'll excuse me, I'll go apologize. My bad, like I said, all around.
She's my wife. I'll talk to her.
Right on, but I'd better say something to her first.
See what nice manners Dravis has, Jeffy.
Well, if it isn't Dravis Draper, come to see me while I'm sitting here in the dirt by the giant gnomes he so kindly dumped on our property.
Mrs. Gillespie?
My, now we're speaking quite formally, aren't we, Mr. Draper? After all that singing about being a man who wants to be free.
Miss Disculpas, I won't bother your family anymore.
Works for me.
Or drive Franny to church.
Well, I guess that would be okay. We do like to sleep in on Sunday.
And I'll take back my snare.
If it's an extra you don't need, and Nestor plays it in the basement.
And I won't mess around with your plumbing or your bathroom fan.
Oh, don't get me wrong. We appreciated that.
And about the song. Franny heard me singing it one day and asked me to teach her. And then Dingo wanted to join in, and it was far out. The two of them grooving on that tune, banging away on the snare. Old Dingo.
Nestor. He's Nestor. My little boy. My baby. Not a wild dog. Not a free man on the road.
Oh, man, I get it. I totally get it.
No, you don't. How could you? You don't have kids.
Nope, I don't, but I know what it feels like to be lonely.
What are you talking about? I'm not lonely. I have Jeff and Nestor and... Oh, God.
Well, that's it, right? You don't have them anymore. Your kid is a teenager. You and your husband are kind of at each other a lot. Your mother-in-law...
She's moving out. That's all I can say. I've had enough. It's my house, too.
Yep, it's your house. Your kitchen.
I don't need anyone to lecture me on ironing boxer shorts or throwing out Tupperware lids.
Yep.
And putting these monstrosities in my yard.
Totally out of line.
I mean, Nestor's only with us 4 more years. Then he's gone, and I'll never get him back. He's already starting to hate me.
Moms need their sons, no matter how old they are.
They do. They do. Where did my sweet little boy go?
Well, he's not your sweet little boy anymore.
No, he's not. He's some weird dingo creature who thinks it's great to help an aging hippie move gnomes off a truck. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
That's truth. I know what I am.
Wait. You were someone's baby boy once, too.
I guess you'd say that.
Where's your mother?
Passed away when I was 30. Guess that's why I'm into hanging out with Franny. Just kind of sweet and simple and takes me as I am, like my mom.
Hey, you're lonely. Of course you are.
And I'm thinking Franny is too. Mind if I sit down by this gnome?
Well, sure.
like I said, I won't bother your family anymore, and I'll haul the gnomes back to my buddies.
I wouldn't say you've actually bothered us. And maybe we could keep a few of the gnomes.
Many hands make light work. The three of us will have the dishes done in a jiffy.
Sweetie, I'm worried about Cassie. She gets upset so easily.
Mom, we've got to talk. It's not okay for you to tell her how to do things in her own home. Boxer shorts and Tupperware lids or whatever.
I just want to be of use.
Of course you do. But for now, if you're going to stay with us, you have to keep, well, a low profile. Nestor, Dingo, try those plates, would you?
You called me Dingo. Dad, cool. Grammy, I like having you around.
Well, aren't you the sweetest grandson ever? But I won't be around much longer.
Mom, what? Something wrong with you?
You could say that.
Grammy, are you sick or something?
You could say that.
What? What is it?
Are you dying of cancer?
No. I'm dying, but not of that.
Mom, the suspense is killing me. Please, tell us.
Well, if you really want to know, I'm sick.
Doctors are really good these days. They can cure you.
Sick and tired of being an old lady. And if I may be honest, I was dying of boredom, living by myself.
Is that all?
So, not a real disease, Grammy?
No. But I'm still sick and tired and dying anyway.
Grammy, you're not old. You sing cool songs and watch me play video games and have a cool friend with a motorcycle.
Oh, Mom, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking about how all of this is for you.
Of course you weren't. You were doing your best. But look at everyone else you have to think about.
You can live here with us, Grammy, and we'll make you feel better. We'll make you happy.
That's kind of you, son. Very kind, but...
I'm going to find somewhere else to live. With old people. So we can all be sick and tired together.
I know. A family meeting. That's what we're supposed to do, right? And share our feelings and stuff and figure out how to have Grammy live with us and not to be sick and tired.
Okay. Let's see what Cassie says. Thanks for helping wash up, you two. What are Dravis and Cassie talking about out there?
Just look how cute the gnomes are with real people sitting beside them.
Everything okay out here?
Of course.
I'd better bug out for the dugout, as the saying goes.
But dessert. You don't want to leave before dessert.
Grammy made brownies.
From scratch. Brownies were Dad's favorite, right, Jeffy? He's riding around in his shiny car, and an angel is feeding him a brownie.
So, are we keeping the gnomes?
A few.
Well, I was going to take them all, but Mrs. Gillespie said she wanted 3.
I'm sure that will be a lot of work for you, Dravis, putting all the others back in the truck.
Oh, no biggie.
Oh, I can help. I'm good at hauling gnomes.
My buddy will take them back, no problem. He put a bunch on Craigslist and they were all gone in a day. I'll get the gnomes tomorrow. Well, hasta la vista. I'll be on my way.
But Dravis, my brownies.
Stay and have some, Dravis, my man.
Dingo's right, Dravis.
Mom? Did you just call me Dingo?
My son, Dingo, is right. No one leaves this house before dessert.
Well, thanks.
Like they say, you can always tell a family by what they eat for dessert.
Dad, what about the drum kit?
You'd need a teacher, right?
Jeffy, what a lovely idea. Dravis can teach Dingo how to play the drums. He can have the whole basement to himself for practicing when I move out.
Oh man, somebody's not telling me something again. Come on, Jeffy and Dingo. We're going inside to talk about this.
I hope you like my brownies, Dravis.
If you made it, Franny, it'll be out of sight. That I can say for sure. But what's this about moving out?
Oh, well, nothing is decided yet. Dingo says we'll have a family meeting about it. Isn't that just like him? The sweetest grandson anyone could have. Me and my new digs, Dravis. Who knew it would be so complicated? Me and my new digs.
You have just finished listening to New Digs, written and directed by Betsy Hanson, with Carl Christofferson as Jeffrey, Carol Sage-Silverstein as Francis, Carrie Schnelker as Cassie, Seamus C. Smith as Nestor, and Dan Niven as Dravis Draper. All editing and sound effects were produced by Seamus C. Smith. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, all voice recordings were done separately by the actors themselves at home. The cover picture of New Digs was put together by Seamus C. Smith, with the design of the Peacemobile made by Remy Olivier Robin. This play is copyright 2020 by Elizabeth L. Hanson, all rights reserved. To contact the playwright, go to betsyhansonauthor.com.